Be warned, if you ever enter this building, you might just get stung.
Once you get bit by the boat bug, you're hooked.
Kevin Fitzke got zapped long ago.
The boat stuff was just always an interest of mine. I definitely eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff, you know.
In a way above average wood shop, Kevin slowly takes months, years, even decades off of old boats, one small scrape at a time.
Lots of old varnish here.
His work really quite singular, all about sharing stories.
It's been in Italy its whole life, so out on the salt water.
In this case, the tale of an old wood boat well-traveled.
This is a 1960 Riva, and the model name is Florida. It's got kind of a neat little sunbed that folds out in the back here. There's a 3-person bench seat up front. Being all an original woodwork on it, it obviously has seen its better days, so we're gonna redo all the decks and the sides and the bottom.
That's what Kevin does. He restores some of the fanciest weathered boats around.
We'll be getting the original upholstery from Riva to make sure it's done correctly and everything, so this will be as original looking as possible.
A 9-month project, the work of Kevin's old soul.
I love the history of wood boats, so I try to spend a lot of my time that I'm not in the shop building stuff, researching it. It's neat to be able to have the opportunities like this to kind of fix these old things up and make it so other people can enjoy it and see what they used to look like back, you know, from the factory or back in the day.
Fact is, restoring old boats wasn't quite enough, so Kevin paddled up a new creek, you could say.
You know, a lot of it is just kind of in awe. I would say most people would say it's way better in person just because you can see the character behind it. You can really see the grain of the wood and the glossiness of that varnish on there. That's where I would say my ultimate passion is the wooden boat building and restoration stuff. And the paddle boards are just a really fun excuse to keep doing that.
A means to an end which culminates here on quiet water.
It's just a hot rod of a boat. It's super fun to drive around. It's incredibly smooth on the water.
This morning, this ride, proof that boat building stuff can sting.
This particular plans that my boat is based off of was printed in the February issue of 1935's Motorboat magazine. And so it gives you kind of an overview. This is the original plans for Bug Light.
Yes, Kevin built the boat from scratch, literally from first board and first stainless steel screw. The name, well, you probably already figured that part out.
You know, they all have a personality to them. They have that character about them. I think you can really just see the physical soul between a wood boat compared to, you know, maybe a fiberglass or aluminum boat.
And in the process, Kevin protects the stories.
That's just what makes it that cool factor. They sound cool, they ride completely different. It's just kind of that experience you have is just, you can't get that with anything else.